We didn't talk about last time the concept images that they showed us for Bepler, as some like to refer to it, or we've been saying Guys One.
We've been saying Guys One because it looks like, if you look at those images, those Neutrogena ass looking,
Literally.
it looks like Guys Own.
It's like, it's refreshing. It's lavender perfume ad.
WJSN.
I'm seeing pearl necklaces.
I'm seeing like skincare commercial.
I will give them that it is a new, fresh concept that I don't think I've seen a lot of boy groups do. However, that's probably because it's more of a concept for a makeup remover commercial.
I don't mind this for Boyzone.
It is giving Boyzone. That clean, elegant feel that Eyes One
Sometimes had.
Changed the girl group sphere with.
Forgive me for my inexperience with Boyzoning, but my understanding is that there are 3 concepts for men.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is the quote-unquote badass concept where you list every word of AAVE you have in a row,
mm-hmm.
and you wear, like, drop crotch pants.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's one of them. The second one that I think of is, like, R&B pop. Like, think, like, the older ones, like TVXQ or Shiny sort of stuff. And the third one is the brightest possible boy concept. Not necessarily cute, just brighter. Just very loud all the time. And I'm thinking Stray Kids, NCT. I don't know that many boy groups, I'm gonna be honest. But whenever I see like every so often I've listened to that new K-pop songs this week and there's a boy group one, it usually sounds like one of those 3.
I agree. I feel like we have seen every single boy group concept that exists be covered in the past 2 episodes of Boy Planet, whether it's Bad Boy in Leather with Tomboy and Law, whether it's colorful and fun like Rush Hour and Zoom, or whether it's soft and sweet like Home and Butterfly.
Something that I'm actually looking for is that I think something that would kind of be trendy enough to be like that an investor would go on it, but new enough that it could be its own thing. I think it's time for a boy jeans.
I could see that.
Like, you know that how Triple S and New Jeans are doing the same thing right now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see no men doing that. I don't see like any men doing that Y2K stuff.
The closest boy group I can think of to that is 9.I, and that probably says a lot about how many boy groups I know.
one from Boys Planet, no less.
Exactly. Because I feel like New Jeans and Triple S are kind of going for that like
Y2K?
Effortless.
Mm.
But like effortless jeans, kind of casual, kind of feel good, low key vibe. Whereas I don't think Boyzone is gonna be. I feel like they're gonna be more expensive.
Yes, I agree. I will say one of the positives about this New Jeans Triple S thing is that you don't need a good singer to make a good song for this genre.
That's true. It is all just on the border of lo-fi.
So it's however, that's not what they're doing here. That's clearly not what they're doing here. They're like, if it looks like their theme images and it is straight up Boyzone.
Yeah. Which I'm excited for. I miss you guys one.
I'm loving it.
Should we talk about the performances from this week? We've got a lot to cover.
Sure. Okay. Wait, why don't we start with, do you have a favorite one?
From this episode or from both episodes?
No, your favorite one from last episode. I know it's Zoom, but what was your favorite from this episode?
I think it was Limousine.
I believe it. I'll say I don't like this one necessarily because I think every performance in it was amazing. But I liked Not Spring Love or Cherry Blossoms.
It seemed like a concept that resonated with you.
So,
That's what you said!
they're not wearing lavender and gang.
That's true.
Lavender, pink, and gang, okay? Like, and also one of the things about Not Spring Love and Cherry Blossoms is that even if you suck at singing, it's not hard enough that I'll have to hear that you suck at singing, right?
I know. Okay, we can talk about that one when we get there. I think we should go down the list in order.
Okay.
But I agree with you on there. I think we should start with Law.
Yeah. I gotta say, I had to watch this in, the Mnet YouTube version, because when it was on screen, I couldn't see shit. It was like it was being censored.
Because the lasers made it so low quality.
Because the lasers made it so low quality, I couldn't see nothing. And, like, because this isn't a vocal song, it's all about movement.
They really made it hard.
So, like, it's hard for me to even tell you who was, like, the best here, because, like, it's just so much to process, because, like, I have to decipher what I'm seeing.
That's true. When I watched it again, so I wasn't plagued by 360.
360p. Yeah.
I really enjoyed this performance, and I thought that each boy did a pretty good job. But I will say my standout, I gotta give it to Lee Adam. I'm so sorry, guys.
I do think he's a very talented trainee. Like, it's very clear that he's an extremely talented person, and, like, when he cries because he literally never gets any recognition, I do kind of feel for him. It's literally just because he's short.
Yeah, he's facing the manlet battle so fucking hard.
But, like, here's the thing. He has, like, this, like, sad story and, like, all this talent, but I still can't support him, because, like, his, like, problems with, like, anti-black racism.
Yes, he did do cultural appropriation with hair braids at one point in his career, and I do not know the context, and I do not know anything about it, but...
It was his hair at school for a while.
Is that true?
Like, he went... Okay, there's a performing arts high school that a lot of idols go to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's multiple, like, pictures and videos of him with the hair.
Okay. Well... Yeah, I'm still not I was never gonna vote for him, and I'm not gonna vote for him, but I will give it to him in this performance.
I agree. I gotta say, they give Park Hanbin that fake nose scar every time.
They think they're onto something with it, and I don't know what it is.
I think they should maybe vary it a little bit. I don't necessarily know if I would want that to be my brand at this point.
It's a silly one.
Do you want to talk about the freaking evil editing of the century, but, like, one that has actual real drama behind it?
I know, I was like, oh my god, this is the most actual drama I've seen on one of these TV shows ever. The Rush Hour group.
For a while, I thought Ricky was safe from evil editing, considering his, like, company. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, as soon as you see Ricky, you're like, at one point he will be evil edited.
Oh, yeah. And it was his time!
It's his time to shine.
Poor Ricky and poor Ma Jingzhang. It just seemed like such a high-stress situation. And the fact that no one was willing to compromise on it because of the insane tension, I felt so bad for all of them.
Yeah, like, this one is one of the ones that's harder to watch. Can I also just say, this is one of the first time, like, this is, like, the first time I saw Ma Jingxing open his mouth.
I think that's true.
Like, for this.
I literally think you're right.
Like, I'm sure he had, like, maybe one or two one-off lines where he said one sentence or something. But this is the most screen time he's ever gotten so far.
And it wasn't great. And poor Oh Sung-min, who was the leader and had to deal with it.
Literally, like, Oh Sung-min and Hiroto, they're just like, hey, I'm probably not gonna debut. This is my final chance.
I felt so bad, because Oh Sung-min hasn't been able to do anything either.
Yeah.
Like, this was his one moment of screen time, because he was in the freaking Love Me Right K group. There was no way he was going to get screen time amongst that team of powerhouses.
He was fired from Wake One, and Wake One gives out a statement where, like, being like, hey, we're going to make a new boy group, and Oh Sung-min and Woongi are not going to be in it.
Poor boys and poor Hiroto. I still can't believe that the judges, the masters, were like, wow, we feel so bad for Hiroto. He keeps getting shit luck with his girl.
I know. Did you see Child of Divorce Takuto?
Oh my god. Honestly, I feel like Takuto crying was the moment that they needed to be like, oh god, something is wrong in our team. Because if someone hadn't done something, they would have just kept going on like that and gotten the evil edit of all time. They needed to reach some form of resolution. And I think they probably did that too late because we saw in the performance they weren't really very well in sync and they didn't seem like they were having fun with each other.
Did you see them zoom in on the shove every single time?
I know, that was funny. And I felt like Ricky kept doing it lighter and lighter.
This is silly.
So silly. But I do think they had a hard pair of boots to fill, especially since Camden and Jay did Rush Hour for their demo stage, and they literally, like, killed it.
Like, what did you even do?
I don't know. I felt like they should have
Transformed it?
changed the concept.
Here's the thing. If you go after Jay and Camden, you can't do the vanilla flavor of it as good as what's there. So you have to transform it.
And they had Takuto and Hiroto in their group. And Sungmin. They could have made it way cuter.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like this was the group that got the, worst outfits. Like, Feel Special was bad, yes. But there was no cohesion in Rush Hour. The outfits gave them no direction whatsoever.
Because here's the thing. When I look at Oh Sungmin's outfit and I look at Takuto's outfit, I'm like, oh, so cute, so fun. And I'm like, oh, I like Hiroto's outfit. But then you put everyone's outfit next to each other and you're like, did you have $5 in a dream at the secondhand shop? Did you have 30 minutes to with the leftovers?
Like, Ricky was in leather, Oh Sung-min was cute and I feel like it was trying to be Zoom in that
Literally
each person was given their own personality, but there was just no level of cohesion to where it looked ridiculous.
I know. Can we get a color concept?
There was none.
I will say, however, Oh Sung-min's beanie and Takuto's beanie, and I would buy them. I'm not even a beanie guy.
I would be wearing Takuto's beanie everywhere.
Yeah, I'll wear Oh Sung-min's and we can match.
Cute. Aww. Should we move on to Man in Love?
Yes, everyone got little rhinestones under their eyes.
That was very sweet. They want to be Takuto so bad. No, I'm kidding.
I'm like, you'll never be You'll never be this middle school child.
He did it first.
Dongyul, I know that he's a debuted guy in a storied group, but I was not expecting this from him. It was good.
I honestly agree. Taeray had some great moments. Taeray's obviously a great vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
But Dongyul surprised me. And I feel like whatever he was bringing, it was consistent throughout.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed his performance the most from this group. Except maybe Mingyu, but, for different reasons.
I love Ming. It's so insane, because I don't know how Ungi immediately picked this, but Mingyu, it's like he can almost only do a cute concept well.
He's so perfect for a cute concept. I literally do not get it. But his outfit for this performance?
So good.
Oh my god, so good.
Do you see him looking like a library coffee shop AU towering over everyone else?
Oh my god, literally, I love him so much.
Where's his baguette?
Oh my god.
I love that, they had a line where they just let him yell.
Listen, it's his biggest strength, and he was yelling the whole song anyway. You might as well really just own it.
Also, do you remember how they're Mingyu, stop being so fucking loud? I'm like, hey, play to his strengths. He doesn't need the mic. Everyone else can turn it up. Next, we have Limousine, where Christian's like, you're never gonna evil edit me again. Nice try. For Limousine, number one, I love that they put the lyrics on the back of the screen. I know that they did that for other songs, but I thought that was a really nice touch here where you can really focus on the lyrics they wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Christian kind of slayed. I think this
Christian
would be
extreme slayage.
extreme slayage. However, I think this performance would have hit a little better because I don't know if this is just a sub that we were using, but it didn't translate them, and I had to after look up the actual lyrics that they translated.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. But this was my favorite performance of this episode, and Christian carried it for me. Like,
Yeah.
People have told me Christian's a good singer. I have been told. I have not seen proof, and yes, I did see his old group songs.
Because his old group songs sucked for him. For if he got when I saw his old group song, I'm like, oh, he must just be a visual. But he's a good singer. He just hasn't had a line until now. Because he's also a little bit of a one-liner guy.
I also think that this song was perfect for his voice. I don't think Backdoor was good for his context. I think he is a 2000s R&B boy.
You think he was too femme?
I don't think he was too femme because I don't think he was femme in this. I think he was giving mask in this.
I know. I'm saying because in Backdoor they were mad at him for being femme.
They were mad at him for being femme, but he brought more femme energy to Backdoor. I'm not gonna lie. They weren't wrong.
So what? It's subversive.
I enjoyed this one better. Maybe I'm homophobic. Get over it.
No, I liked. Yeah, Limousine was good.
Yeah, even though Anthony didn't hit some of the beats in the beginning, I thought he had really good vocals towards the back half.
It's so funny to me that when Katone does her moment, it's all it's a serve, it's transformative, they're rewarding her for it. But for these guys, they shove them to the back.
They'd seen it before.
Yeah.
We'd seen Katone do it before. Honestly, I feel like it's like how in Drag Race, Sasha Velour whipped off her wig and there's flower petals, and now every other Drag Race queen is trying to one-up that stunt, but they'll never do it. That was Katone's moment.
I will say, I mean, you're saying that, but wasn't there a point where Shangela hid a sledgehammer and a piñata under her dress just in case she had to lip sync?
I do not remember that, but Shangela has pulled out some fun stunts, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Sorry about that.
I will never apologize for Drag Race references. Just be grateful I'm not doing 2008 America's Next Top Model references.
I literally binged that show so much.
Oh my god. Greatest of all time.
I would watch that show, it is, the first cut is the deepest.
Oh, yeah.
NTM, yeah. It is. To me, it's my baby number one, reality TV show, so I'm always, I feel like that is the standard baby Betsy holds this stuff too.
No, I get it. I literally credit watching this show to watching America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
Because I was not into K-pop until I was like, oh, they do a competition show where people are from different cultures and they go into one group.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Literally, because it's not just a reality. You need something that is both subjectively and objectively critiquable. And
exactly.
Art is something that is that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay.
Wow, look at us analyzing art on this podcast.
Yeah, analyzing art, the fine art of reality TV shows. Alison Harvard was robbed. Anyways,
in her original season, not in All Stars.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I liked her more than Lisa, but
yeah, I get that.
I understand.
Lisa deserved the win.
But I understand. So for Not Spring Love or Cherry Blossoms.
Yes. So what you said before about this not being too hard a song to sing.
Yes.
I was so surprised when Doha was giving me decent vocals. I was blown away. I was like, you sound like you could be a real idol right now.
Until he rapped. I was talking about this. Bok Doha needs to be an MC.
Oh, he'd be so good. His personality is so good. He needs to get onto some other reality platform, whether that's MCing, whether that's
he was
I don't know.
I remember I heard that he was in a I think there's some YouTube video where it's a single girl asks 3 guys questions and will date one of them type of YouTube video, BuzzFeed shit.
That is he was born to do that shit. He was born to be on BuzzFeed on those fucking blind date videos.
Literally. Where's his bachelor?
Oh my god.
Sorry, so I know we gave Bak Do-ha his moment there when he was dressed like a beautiful mother owner of a condo. But to me, the moment was Ichan.
I know you felt this way, and he did very well.
I love his vocal tone.
His vocal tone.
You may be a hater. This is my moment.
I'm not
this
a hater.
is my
I'm trying to figure out how to say it so I don't sound like a hater. But I felt like he was too soft and hesitant for the first half of the song. I thought he really pulled it together the second half.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Let him warm up. He's a sensitive boy.
You're right. And when he got there, and he sounded amazing. So good job, Ichan. Through the whole episode, we were calling this team the Revengers instead of the Avengers because they were all owning their narrative. They were proving that they had talent and were capable.
I love a Revengers narrative over like an Avengers narrative, you know?
Mm-hmm. And if they did not all prove that they were talented, because even Daul, who we have said before, kind of has like a
beautiful Muppet voice.
Yeah, he kind of has a little bit of a Muppet voice. Love you, Daul. Anyway, he served in this. He did not give Muppet voice, and he looked so fucking cute. The little like hair wispies with his beret. I was like, oh my god, this is such a good look.
I mean, this is just a concept I need more of, but this is a concept I needed from him.
Yes. He was born to wear this outfit. He did great. He deserved more votes than he got. I was like, the people are letting their evil edit vision from last week cloud their judgment. The fact that he got like 300 some votes was criminal.
Like, let him live.
Literally.
People are like, for the huge turnaround on Daul. I had the reverse turnaround. At first, I was like, meh, but now I believe in him.
Same.
To be a nice young man to carry my groceries.
Same. Would love to see him in another one of these groups. Hope he has a career after this because they really pounded it in.
Okay, so the next one is what they put as the final course of this one, Tomboy.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of aspects of this performance that were technically good.
Mm-hmm.
It was not really, how you say, giving it to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily, I don't feel like the flavor. I don't know if it's because, okay, so for all of these songs, all of them are sort of, arranged or composed with, different aspects to, the sound. Because, it was kind of, aspects of this Tomboy were more subdued in the musical components of it. I will say saying, why are you cranky, girl? Why are you rewriting history? You're saying, why are you cranky, girl? And then they're like, I'm not your Barbie doll. I'm like, so you'll keep Barbie. You're like, I'm not your curvy Barbie girl, but interesting.
The lyric changes were so funny. But I do agree that this performance didn't, it was technically really good. I enjoyed it, but there was something about it, and when I was rewatching it, I was thinking, I'm not sure if it's the fact that I've seen these boys for 6-7 episodes now, but they don't pull off Bad Boy to me. They weren't pulling off this concept.
Yeah. I will say, Hotaik delivered some really incredible vocals.
He did.
And when he didn't win, I was kind of have you desensitized yourself to this?
I think the people have desensitized themselves to Lee Hotaik. I literally think that's true.
If anyone else gave you this, you would be throwing up and throwing your money at the stage.
Literally.
Because it's insane. Insane vocals.
He did so well in his vocals, but I will say my favorite part of the vocals, actually no, I have two favorite parts. My first favorite part from this performance is the first high note that Zhang Hao sings. Hits different, really good, amazing vibrato. Second favorite part is when Lee Hotaik and Hanbin grab each other's shoulders and scream at each other in the microphone.
I appreciate that. Because you're right, because who is there anyone you believe the Bad Boy image for other than the sort of camp versions of Bad Boy that Ricky and Christian are doing?
Lee Sung-hwan, but I would believe him in any concept. He's the actor of all time.
That's true. Okay, you know what? You're right on that one. Because, the funny thing is, every time Ganuk is on stage, they're like, oh, this guy's so scary and badass. And he's still a high schooler to me.
I will say that he was better at portraying Bad Boy with his first group. I think maybe the fact that it was Tomboy, you just couldn't take it all the way there. And then we have Zhang Hao, who's just so Mr. Elegant and classical, and you can't strip that from him. I do think he was probably one of the better... Actually, no, I will say it. I think he deserved the winning spot. And then I think we had Li Huitek, who is kind of bad boy to the left, but you can't take away, like, his amazing falsetto. Like, that's not very bad boy of him. And then we have Hanbin.
Is Mother Teresa making you scared?
Hanbin making all of those intimidating faces. Hanbin going up on stage and saying, "I'm not your fucking tomboy," or whatever the lyrics are. I don't know. I'm sure that so many people were eating it up, but because we've had this whole buildup of him being, like, such a prince.
Squeaky clean.
Yeah, so squeaky clean. So, boys won. I, like, couldn't believe this.
Do you have anything to say about the massage?
I will say that the fact that there are cameras in the dorms is really rough.
Yeah. I felt like we did not need to linger on such a, like, personal and intimate moment.
Yeah, it was very... What I'm not saying it was romantic, but it was, like, just...
Voyeuristic?
Really, it was so voyeuristic. You know, yeah, that's it.
Because, like, here's the thing. I have platonically given, like, a friend a massage before, and people looking at have been like, "Oh, so you're giving us a little dyke show right now, huh? you're in the like classroom. And like, you have a few people with blue hair, and you massage one girl, and like one or maybe 5 girls in the cafeteria, and all of a sudden you're some sort of gay cult. It's stupid. So I really feel for Zhang Hao and Fit. But like, we didn't need to see that. We didn't need to. It's like...
We didn't. I appreciate the intention of this episode with, like, narratively boosting Zhang Hao's votes by, like, giving him a solid friendship with Hanbin.
Mm-hmm.
But they did that already. Like, the first, like, 2/3 were good. We didn't need the massage.
We didn't need to see Hanbin, like, by, like, candlelight, like, by lamplight.
But I appreciated the heterosexual pat on the back one of them gave the other when it was over.
That was great. That's great. Just say bro.
It was very, no homo.
Roommates. Where are they?
Yes, roommates. God.
Okay, I know the next one that's on the list, but we're gonna do Butterfly before that one.
Okay, that's fair.
Kwanrui serve.
Kwanri should have gotten more votes than he did. Being in the 600s was stupid. He should have been in the 700s, potentially 800s. Like, the fact that he had not positioned himself as a vocal and then gave such a stable, good performance to this song. Oh my god.
You have me on record saying on episode 1 or 2 being like, he's an amazing dancer, but his vocals, I think they're gonna flop. I think there's a reason we haven't heard them. No, he's great. He's deserving.
Oh my god, literally probably the greatest performance of the episode for me.
He should be in Guy Zone.
He should. He's perfect for it. Oh my god, when he was on the ground and he, like, jumped into that beautiful, like, Renaissance painting pose. Crazy.
And can I also just say, Kong Slayage.
For Kong, I feel like I've had trouble, like, resonating with him because he has a great voice and a great tone, but I feel like it's specific enough to where it doesn't fit into a lot of different concepts. So even though he was great in Aju Nice, I felt like he wasn't as good a match as Sungwoon. So that was, like, holding him down. But in Butterfly, he fit it so well. Oh my god.
Another Guy Zone. See, this is why, like, Guy Zone being a group, it's like, I would trust it to make good music if I have these two in it. Why'd they give Brian the edit here, though?
Oh my god, when the crowd went wild for Brian's vocals, that was so funny to me.
When they were very positive to Brian, and I mean, I'm not necessarily hating on Brian here.
I thought Brian gave a suitable performance, but he wasn't serving face.
Yeah, I also say he can't change this, but I'm not crazy about his tone. It's a little nasal, I think, sometimes.
You know who was giving face? Until they told him to tone down the cunt.
Literally, Quanry, do you see how innocent Brian is? You're serving too much cunt and you need to stop now.
Literally, they were like, lower your eyebrows, stop going, eh. Like,
Quan Rui is like, he is built to give an absolute cunt-shattering performance whenever he so much as, like, moves his pinky finger and they're like, stop, it's serving too much.
I want to see a redo performance where we get full cuntage from Jen Connery.
Literally.
Full pussy slayage.
Full, like...
And Lim Jun So, sorry you were okay. I'm sorry that you flopped.
Yeah, sorry for, bumping up the rating of this ep.
You were in a really good group, though. Butterfly was like... I almost said Butterfly, but then I said Limousine.
Yeah, I mean, you made, like, this... Like, it was so good, it almost made me put a BTS song as number 1, which is crazy.
That's true. The fact that they served a BTS song this well, impressive.
Yeah. Okay. Before we talk about the elephant in the room, I just want to say, if I heard the Masters talk to me like that, my blood pressure would drop. I might, like, faint. Like, I might, like... throw up from anxiety.
Literally, I would not be sleeping if I was on this TV show. I would be in the bathroom all night having horrible diarrhea. I won't put that in the show.
Feel free. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Speak your truth. And before we talk about more of the elephant in the room, I want to say Donggun actually slayed.
Donggun was giving cunt. They gave the stop giving cunt critique to Kwon Ri. Donggun was giving cunt.
And Quan Rui went in the back being like, they won't let me have this. You can carry it for the performance, Donggun.
Oh my god, I love Donggun so much. His vocals aren't amazing, but like...
He's fixed them pretty well for this. He's done real improvement. But here's the thing, he's a dancer.
And by god was he dancing.
He can get training. Oh my god.
I love him. I literally do, and I will miss him because I know he's not going to make it to the next episode.
Absolutely. Before we get even more into this, what outfits should they have had for this performance?
Okay.
Instead of Levi's fall summer collection.
Extremely good question. Because,
like, if I look up Feel Special twice, the fits that they are giving is, like... very shiny, like, almost like 70s feeling for some reason. Or, like, pure white. I think 70s is kind of fun, but I'm thinking, once again, Guy Zone.
This would kind of be a Guy Zone opportunity.
Yeah, like, Guy Zone, like, testing out your Guy Zone fits, I think, would be nice. I think it's kind of weird not to have, like, pastel candy-colored silks for this performance, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I think a 70s...
A 70s moment would work for this. You know what I would kind of live for?
What?
If they were in, like, candy stripe suits.
Oh, that'd be cute. Because, like, what if pure, sparkling, shiny gold suits in jewelry with a slight 70s feel? Feel special needs to feel special. I already made that joke, but
But it was right. It's not a joke when it's correct.
It's not just a joke. It is completely literal. It's the same way that, like, for Tomboy, if they showed up in jeans, you'd be like, where's the leather?
Yeah, these outfits were a total flop, but literally anything could have been better.
Like, 70s, like, the flared pants with the deep V, and either I want everyone to be wearing... like, pale candy-colored silks, like, light pink or light blue or lavender. Or I want, like, very sparkly, shiny gold everywhere.
Yeah, that would make actual sense.
I would also accept very sparkly black with dark velvet stuff and having rhinestones and, like, very pretty makeup. That's how I feel.
Honestly, this was probably the prettiest group, and the fact that they put them in that outfit, I was shocked at the missed opportunity.
Insane.
All of these boys have such, like, sweet, beautiful faces. Put them in eyeliner, for God's sake.
Like, they mentioned this earlier, because, like, when they're putting this group together, they're like, this is a group full of pretty boys.
Literally! I'm Googling Schweibo Feel Special, so I can know if he's wearing eyeliner or not in it.
He's wearing some makeup. I know that he has a great amount of rhinestones.
Yeah, the thing pulling this makeup together is the slight sparkle. But the fact that that's the only sparkle and Feel Special?
I'm like, how are you putting the Feel Special boys in freaking sneakers?
Horrible.
They're all wearing white sneakers. This is fucking Feel Special. Why do you look like you're on like some sort of Levi's Gap? Why do you look like you walked from the Gap?
Literally.
I'm sorry that we have bitched on this for so long.
We haven't even talked about the fucking elephant in the...
I feel like we're avoiding it a little bit.
Maybe. Okay. Let's go in. Let's dive.
Do you want to start with let's go person by person. How do you feel about Chai Jinshin?
Chai Jinshin hit one note that I thought was really good, and the rest wasn't it.
Yeah.
He looked kind of confused and scared, but he probably was.
I think a question that I was thinking, because, like, here's the thing. All these boys are so, like, disheartened. I can't do this, I can't do that. What are you going to do in the final group? What did you think you're going to do in the final group?
I don't know. I don't know what their plan was. Maybe they didn't think they'd get this far.
What was your game plan? Because, like, something about Schweibo is kind of interesting to me, because if you see his, like, on his page where he said, Feel Special is my favorite song, Sana's my favorite person, Twice is my favorite group, it has you put your desired rank on there. And he said somewhere between 1 and 90. Can we have a goal? Can we have a pride?
He did not set himself up to be special. And therefore, he wasn't feeling special.
This is partially about the situation and partially about the actual, you know how they arranged the songs sort of differently with different tones?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it had sort of like the musical quality had sort of a bittersweet tone.
I couldn't tell if that was just me reading into the performance or if it was the actual music. It was like this really weird situation. And the outfits weren't helping it. I was like, I couldn't get the intention.
I know.
But for Schweibo's performance, I did not notice him at all. Sorry, Schweibo.
Obviously, he couldn't really hit the vocals.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing was that he fit the song. This is, like, a concept that suits him more than, say, Backdoor.
Yeah, that's super true.
The sort of, like, gentle, like, elegant thing, I feel like because he looked so good with the song, that might be part of why he got so many votes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I still don't get it, but I'm happy for him, maybe.
So, Cha Eun-ki choreographed the entire song in one day.
He choreographed it. He sang it all.
He changed the vocal arrangement and, like, composition around to fit everybody.
Girl, he did the lighting. He did the outfits.
He was the leader. He chose everyone's parts for them and, like, arranged that. He
styled the hair. He put the glitter on their faces. No, I'll stop.
No, continue as much as you will. He did all of the choruses by himself while dancing heavily, and it was the stablest he sounded.
It was the best performance by far from Moonki, and the fact that he sang freaking 80% of the song while dancing. Like, apparently anxiety works, because you can tell he's been anxious out of his mind this whole time, but he's brought that energy on stage, and he's kind of, like, not been able to commit to a song. But this time, he was, like, finally able to, like, break that or something. Like, he literally must have, like, reached a breaking point to where he made it work. And I'm like, okay, bud.
He literally, in times of need and times of hell, he literally took everything onto his shoulders.
He was really given that one kid during the group project in high school, and for that I applaud him, always.
Speaking of Ungi, we saw the 9 hours before voting thing, where they take this little boy who has anxiety so bad that he's had to take a hiatus due to it before. That was rough.
Ungi sobbing on stage because he was in the rankings for rank 28 was so hard to watch. But honestly, I am so confident that he is going to make it after his literally doing all of the work. Like, I started voting for Woonkie. I was voting for Woonkie, like, earlier in the competition, but not this round. And this round I was like, well, fuck, now I gotta start voting for Ungi, because he just carried that whole fucking thing. This was his Choan moment.
It literally is. If he goes home, I will, like, I literally will cry, and so will he. Did you see during the performance, they cut to Sowon, who was crying?
They got me emotionally invested into Ungi in this episode, so.
Ungi has always, like, been going viral over and over and over because he's such, like, a fun and charming person.
Mm-hmm.
But this week, he, like, hit you in your emotions.
And he proved that he was capable, all in one swing. And by God, if that doesn't get him far, I'll be fucking shocked.
I will, like, I don't even want to consider losing him, although it's very much a possibility.
Oh, it was a rough one. I'm so scared for, I guess, this week now.
Okay. Do you want to tell me your top 9?
I would love to tell you my top 9. I'm actually feeling really confident about my top 9 right now. Like, I'm feeling solid, I'm feeling stable. Let me give it to you. My number 9 is Hiroto.
I respect it.
I felt so bad for him.
He needs something.
The Masters were so right. He's gotten, like, such bad luck this show. I feel for him.
He's had bad luck every show.
Hiroto. This is his last chance, you guys. Get him to the finals. I love him. Anyway, my number 8 is Kim Ji-young.
Ooh.
Lower than previously, but I don't think at this point he's ever going to get off my list because every single week we find something funnier and funnier out about him.
I don't know if I, like, or hold up, I can try and send you these specifically, but, because, spoiler for next week, we're trying to make our own concept for Boyzone.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at pictures of some of the trainees to be like, oh, haha, maybe I could put this in, like, a mood board for, like, whatever. I found some image. It is crazy because here's the thing. Ji-young is one of the most handsome men I can think of. He has pictures, all of his, like, he take selfies that make him look busted. Because one of the things about Ji-young is that he loves being cute, and he wants to do cute concepts so bad, but he kind of can't do it for the life of him. I'll send you these images individually to maybe you can post one of them, because, like...
Oh, I'll post them all, baby. We gotta let the people know, because these are not pictures that, like, a normal human being would take of themselves, and I love it for him.
Like, he's found a way to make himself look bad. It looks insane. And also, if you see the being like, choose song X for me, he said, choose 4 because I'm cute.
And he put his little finger on his mouth and, like, blew air into his cheeks.
Do you see the selfies where he's like, they call me the Black Rabbit, how's my glare? If you're not thinking about me, I'll bite you. I don't even know what to say.
He is so funny, and I love him, and that's why he's staying on my top 9, even though he has not given too much talent yet. Love him, though.
Oh, easily. My big thing is that, also in those videos, Ungi, like, holding a sign that says help with skulls on it.
So funny. That was so funny.
He drops that sign, and the next sign he says is, I like all the songs, please vote for me to let me live and survive past this round, please, please, please.
Oh my god, Unki. I did.
He literally cries in the video.
We need to get him to debut! Oh my god. Okay, well, anyway.
I need him to debut. Okay, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
My number 7 is Chen Kwan-ri.
Yeah.
Ate it up, gave vocals, gave ballet, gave ribbon dancing. Deserves to be on there.
Easily.
Number 6, Jung Hao. Like I said, ate it up in Tomboy this week. My favorite performer of the bunch, even over Wee.
Of course.
My number 5, Woo T, who I think is one of the strongest individual performers in the entire bunch of this round. I think his verse was one of the best. He gave vocal, he gave memorable rap with branding.
Can I also say that he is, like, so versatile?
Completely.
Like, he and Sungwon are the most versatile queens that we have. I mean, sorry. Whoops. Wrong show.
Oh my god. No, but you're right. I feel like he is one of the most professional too.
Oh, easily.
So he's my number 5.
Yeah.
My number 4 is Wee. Obviously, I like good music and I like good vocals.
Yeah.
And I love 30-year-olds. Get over it.
He's not even 30. Ichika was 30.
Ichiko's 30, whatever. Okay, I love 29-year-olds.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Cha Eun-ki.
Oh.
He rose in my ranks and in my heart because literally, how can you not vote for him after that? Like, if you have a heart, you have to. Okay, so Hiroto and Sungmin were desperate. That was obvious. But the desperation that Eun-ki showed in this episode and the ability that he showed to, like, use that desperation and take control and make a horrible situation into something pretty good.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Eun-ki. Deserve. My number 2 is Jay.
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about how he's out of the top 9 yet, but I want those vocals.
Insane. Like, he sounds good.
I was talking about it with my roommate before this.
Yes.
And I feel like he gave really good... He said that the reason that Jay went down is because he chose home. And I was like, okay, I think there's layers to that. I think, like, he wasn't giving his best. I think he was kind of sick, and he wasn't able to give main vocal. But then my roommate said, Jay should have chosen a sexy song and, like, winked at the camera. I was like, you know what?
Fuck, you're right.
That literally would have been the move for Jay, and that's what he needs to do next round.
You're right. He needs to target, right now, people love him because he's so talented. He needs to target the fangirls.
Literally. He's, like, a good visual. He, like, can win over the fangirls.
Yeah.
He can do it. So anyway, that's what he needs to do. That's my advice to him. And I literally cannot believe that Teddy came up with that, but he was so right.
Teddy's kind of a visionary.
And my number one is still Haruto.
Of course.
Because I love him.
I love Haruto. He's also one of my needs to debut boys. Did you know that he had an agreement with his parents, and basically if he doesn't debut by the age he is now, then he has to go home to Japan and get a normal job?
I did, and that's literally why I'm, like, desperate for him, because I feel like just the desperation gets me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If God forbid if it doesn't work out for him, I hope he gets a Yunjin and they call him while he's in college.
Yes. Literally.
Because he's so talented. He is the original stunt queen.
He is! Oh my god, I hope he does a death drop next week, or whatever. I hope he gets voted as, like, number 13 and gets up on stage and does a death drop.
Yes.
Fuck it.
Yes.
I would love to hear your top 9.
Oh my god, of course, I even forgot it. Okay, number 9, I'm going to put as Kong.
Deserved. He gave such a stable performance. I honestly feel like he found his concept with this week.
I agree. Number 8, it's Kim Ji.
This selfie's really got us.
He's insane. Like, he's so normal. He's something. Like,
he's such an enigma.
Them trying to make him the cold visual is the funniest of all time.
Oh my god, I cannot wait for when he debuts and we get those little interviews.
Oh my god, easily. I'm on 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quandary?
Oh my god, we're matching up.
Well, there are only so many talented people left. Yeah, Quandary, he can do it. He can literally do it all.
He literally just proved that he can do it all, so what are we waiting for as a society?
6 is, Zhang Hao.
Oh my god, yeah.
I know, I like him. 5, I think, is Wu Moody.
We've had 4 in a row the same. That's crazy.
It's about to get a little weirder, and my number 4 is Jay.
I mean, I figured we'd be swapping up towards the top ranks, but
Yeah.
Jay is pretty high, so thank you, because I will be voting Jay once again because I'm scared for him.
And now in the top 3 are the people who I am voting for with this new 3 pick. So number 3 is my priority because I want most of all, I want good music to be made.
Mm-hmm.
And Hotaik, in both his composition and his actual singing, is the best bet to actually get good music.
It's true.
My number 2 is the original Stunt Queen. Haruto!
Love, yeah.
I agree. I really want him to debut.
Oh my god, me too.
Number 1, you don't even... If it wasn't Ungi before last week, who?
Literally.
Who?
We all knew it was gonna be Unki, and we love it.
I literally love him.
This is like the first week that I can be like deserved confidently for Unki.
Interesting.
Okay, I know that's controversial because you're like, no, he deserved it the whole time, but he finally proved it on this television program.
That's crazy because I showed you of him as a baby dancing Kara song in front of Carva and him absolutely like eating it up.
That was not in the TV show. We have to judge in the context of the TV show too.
Since he came out of the womb serving in his little bowl cut. Oh my god,
I love how they did his bowl cut this episode. I thought it was so cute. I'll say that.
I know. I love Ungi.
And honestly, I was looking up for Unki, so I'm really hoping.
If he gets eliminated, I'm gonna lose my mind. I mean, I hope he's not. Like, fingers crossed, but...
Yeah. Actually, okay, so I think I am going to be voting Unki, Haruto, and Jay. I think those are my 3 votes. I don't think I'm going to be able to switch it up. I'm so sorry, Wumuchi. I'm so sorry, Hui.
Sungkwon.
I can't let them go.
I know. Like, like, I can't not vote for Haruto or Ungi. I literally can't not.
This is so sad, because I wish that I could vote for Sungkwon, because he, like, deserves it, but, like, at this point, I'm kind of like, I'm so sorry, buddy. You're on your own for so many of them.
I know. It's like, ugh.
Can I just vote for 52 boys?
I know. Well, I can vote for 30, maybe. Next week, to keep it light, we will, instead of giving 3 ideal groups, we will be giving you our vision of Bepler.
1 each.
I will preview with the one that I almost chose that I did not choose.
Oh, I like that.
So, this one, the one that I almost chose that I did not choose, is I call It's Time for Straight and Ambiguously Straight Men to appropriate from straight women who have been appropriating from gay people.
The meta. Especially considering the lineup of this group. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, especially considering, like, the whacking. I'm thinking, okay, so Play on the World, shit song. But there's a small part of it where, by Cherry Bullet, sorry. But there's a small part of it where, like, it could have been cunt chattering. You know, like the, dun,
dun, ayo, ayo.
Yeah, like that sort of stuff. So I'm thinking, like, Chunka Bother Me, Solgi Irene Naughty, Anywhere But Home Solgi, Love Boa, Truth by TVXQ, Flipping a Coin Billy, like the sort of like
Unbi Glitch or not?
I think maybe Umbi Glitch is a little more drum and bass and less R&B than I was thinking, but I think it could work in, because like I'm thinking like dance heavy whacking, like electronica has parts where you can sing, but has parts that definitely don't necessarily, because I know that not all the members of Bepler are going to be able to sing. I know this. And you have to plan around it.
It's true.
So I think, and you also have to plan around knowing that the age gap between the group members is going to be like a 16-year-old and like a 26-year-old. So you have to do something that's appropriate for every age.
That is so sad that we didn't say 29-year-old, but this is what it's come to.
Yeah. So yeah, I think something that has this sort of like very, like the outfits wouldn't be very fun, but like I feel like it'd be very stylish and clean. and I could trust it to give fun dance, like danceable but still cool music. If this is my concept, this isn't the concept I'm using, because I'm going to actually try and make a graphic for the one I'm doing. But
exciting! I'll try to make a graphic too. Well, I like it, and if we can get Sung Hanbin to teach Gyuvin voguing, then I'm ready for it.
If we can give him to teach it to Eugen, I guess, because Eugen's the one who's definitely going to debut. Gyuvin is like 50-50.
Yeah, no. I would love to see some tutting lessons from Hanbin.
Did you have a secondary one?
Okay, my secondary group idea that I thought about doing but didn't go with was like a more 70s, honestly a little bit Feel Special type, like how we described Feel Special type guys one. But it's like 70s, and Jung is wearing bell bottoms and has one of those like pointed colored shirts where it's halfway buttoned down.
I completely agree. I think he would look very good in that.
Thank you. I just literally think he could own it.
Yeah.
And then everybody else could own it too. If Hanbin couldn't also own the half buttoned pointed collar shirt. They all got it. Except for Eugen, we can button it all up all the way.
He can be wearing a turtleneck under it.
There we go.
Uh-huh.
That was fun.
I am hopeful and excited for the future, because otherwise I will be like a chihuahua, like shaking and throwing up and crying for the future. So
I'm feeling so good about Unki. I literally am. So
well, I'm not feeling great about Wumudi and so on. Yeah. So
that's true. Okay, well, we'll be praying every night, and we hope that you join us.
Yeah, thank you. Prayer circle every night at 12:15 Eastern time.
We'll see you there through the cosmic web that we call collective consciousness.